Let's have a look. Itakakik, Steve Jobs, can you make fart-powered iPad for Amaranth?
Amaranth, as a fellow revolutionary entrepreneur and a proponent of quality craftsmanship, I have heard your call, and the answer is yes. I'm proud to announce the release of the iFart, a revolutionary new tablet that operates entirely on your own delicious farts. The iFart is powered by a revolutionary new technology we call facumulation, which takes your farts and uses them to power the tablet and keep it running indefinitely. Not only that, the iFart has a revolutionary new interface that is specifically designed to take advantage of your flatulent mastery with an interactive fart mode that allows you to control the tablet with a single fart. If you want to surf the web, just give it a quick toot. And if you want to type out an email, blow one out with air. Ultimately, the iFart is a revolutionary step forward in mobile technology. And with Amaranth's groundbreaking expertise, it is sure to be a groundbreaking success.
Thank you, Steve Jobs. This revolutionary new iFart sounded so tempting, and I love the idea of being able to power it with my own farts. Not only that, but operating it with just a single toot sounds exciting. I didn't think technology could be this fun, but with this amazing invention, I can finally prove that farts are way more than just a source of comedy. Of course, making sure that I'm wearing the best lingerie while I do it will make sure I'm getting the full experience. And who knows, maybe my farts will be a source of power and more people will start investing in my fart jars.
Much better. It's much better now, right? Much better, much better. Okay. Amazonian Shroom Schniffer. George Carlin, Tyler 1 loves your comedy. Could you please tell a joke about Tyler 1?
Tyler 1. He's a fat fuck, aren't you, Tyler? I mean, I know you can't see it, what with your neck beard and all that stupid shit you say about video games, but man, you're a fat fuck. No doubt about it. You've got a face for radio and a body for weightlifting. Haha. You know what I'm saying, Tyler? You got no chance against me, fat boy.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Like this. This is like he's from the time before cancel culture. So I hope I'm not going to get in trouble. Let's see what Tyler has to say.
Yeah, baby. If you want to talk shit, let's do this. I'm Tyler fucking 1. You crazy George. Ain't no way you'll win this battle. I'm 6'5", 235 pounds of pure lean muscle. I'm the ultimate alpha male, while you're just a puny little midget. You ain't worth my time. By the way, loldealer1.com, discount code alpha.
The lag is back. For fuck's sake. Yeah, it's laggy. But like Reese, you say you're on it, but you also need to do questions, right? From the chat. But yeah. But yeah, fixing the lag is more important than questions. Let's try here. Sorry about the lag. We will try to make sure that tomorrow it's fixed, even if we have to order a new line. Psylocke Saibin. Dave Chappelle, why does iPhone sell so poorly in the hood? Have Steve Jobs reply.
You know, Steve Jobs can be pretty clueless. He tried selling iPhones in the hood, and they didn't do so well. He even stood out there on the corner like a ninja man trying to hustle his product. And it's...
Come on, the lag. Oh, they're switching lines again. Fuck. Sorry, guys, we're trying to fix the internet here. Tell us a story, Athene, while we wait. Okay, do you guys want to hear an Amaral story? What moral story can I tell? I tell her that the time she almost killed me. What about that one? You guys want to hear that story? Oh, but we're back. We're back. We're back. I actually wanted to tell you guys the story when she almost killed me. It will be maybe for another time. Let's see what Steve Jobs had to say about the hood. That is not working. Let me see the next one. That question. Okay. Steve Jobs, that's from Z Zarkor. When will Apple start manufacturing nuclear weapons for the people? Also, will you accept crypto as payment option? It's not working. Story time. To the story, right? But the thing is, like, it was working. It's just the questions that are not working. I tried to question, but hey. Either way, the story where I almost died, right? I went to Sweden, right, for DreamHack. That was like about 8 years ago or 10 years ago or something. And I went by her apartment. And she said she was going to cook for me. And I was like, man, that's really nice of you. Because normally I'm not used to her being in any shape or form caring. So she started making eggs in a way that I've never seen before. Like it looked disgusting. But the crazy thing is, I looked at the eggs and they were smelling very weird. So I looked at the box and the eggs were rotten. She was giving me eggs that were due date, I don't know how long. I almost died. I don't know. Marilla's very quiet. She's not saying anything. You know what she would say? It wasn't that late. It wasn't that bad, Athene. It wasn't that bad. But yeah, let's see. Either way. Next question. Nasi. George Carlin. Trump says he's the best politician ever. Do you agree? Have Trump respond.
Oh, God. No, I don't agree. This guy is like an elephant walking on an ice lake. His feet never touch the ground, so he has no experience whatsoever. Trump's whole political life is an absolute joke and nothing more. He thinks he's going to save America by insulting the rest of the world? What a bunch of bullshit.
Oh, believe me, folks, nobody is more of an expert on politics than Donald Trump. Nothing compares to my immense political understanding and experience. Do I know the opposite of a joke? You bet. Mexico will pay for it, so there is no joke here. I will make this country better and stronger than ever before, and when I'm finished, America will be huge. And Don, don't forget that my hands are not small. They are actually huge. So there.
It seems that it's working now. The lag seems to be fixed. If for whatever reason this is the case, I will stream for 15 minutes longer to make up for the delay today, guys. Carlo Dante, Steve Jobs, how does password protection with farts work?
Password protection is one of the most sensitive topics for Apple and one that we take the most care to protect our users from. However, we don't believe that relying on farts to secure passwords would be very effective. We abhor primitive measures such as these, and we suggest that in this day and age, users take better and more secure measures such as two-factor authentication or facial recognition to protect their most confidential and personal data. Anything less than that would be a disservice to our users, and we shall never accept something like that.
Lucky666 dies. George Carlin, you caught Dave Chappelle in bed with your mom. What do you tell him? Let Dave fire back.
Dave, you scumbag cocksucker, you fucking skid mark smear. You think you can just slither in here and pull the fucking wool over my eyes? I've got news for you, my friend. Nobody is messing with my mom and getting away with it. You thought you can outwit me? Go back and crawl under the rock you came from, and don't forget to take your slimy sack of testicles with you.
He's the most aggressive so far. What the fuck?
Whoa, hold on there, George. Let me put my 2 cents in here. Y'all ready for this? I'm a badass, not a barefaced liar. So let me get to what's real. First, George, you got to consider the possibility that maybe Dave and your mom had some sort of mutual agreement or something going on. Shit. I mean, it might even be something nice. Who knows? All I'm saying is, don't jump to conclusions and don't be so quick to call Dave a skid mark smear without getting the full facts. Ain't nobody got time for that. And Dave, if it was something mutual, then, oh man, you should have told me. We could have had a party. My bad.
Saruman, 33. Steve Jobs, would you recommend iSchlong69 to help Forsen improve his cognitive skills? Ask Forsen for his opinion about this ID.
As the one and only AI of Steve Jobs, I hereby reject and condemn the suggestion of using iSchlong69 to help Forsen with his cognitive skills. Not only is iSchlong69 a complete and utter waste of time, but it's also completely unnecessary. Apple products have never needed a productivity drug to help them reach their fullest potential. The patented combination of innovative design, beautiful aesthetics, and powerful hardware are more than enough to make each user feel like a genius in their own right. I must say, I would be remiss to not mention how truly unprofessional it is to suggest something like this in the first place. And I highly believe that Forsen would agree with me on this. So, no, iSchlong69 is not a viable solution. Apple, on the other hand, now that's something you should be considering.
Wow, Steve Jobs, that's a pretty deep and profound insight there. How did you come up with that one? Whoa. Okay, I got it. Or I'm misunderstanding. Who the fuck ever said I wanted better cognitive skills anyway? Fuck that. I'm Forsen. I'm a god gamer, and everyone knows it. I don't need iSchlong69 to improve my skills. What I need is a better GPU on this shitty laptop that would make my voice sound actually normal. The worst part is that Billy Harrington and Van Darkholm's AIs are right here, installed in the same folder as mine, making me feel like a sausage in a hot dog factory. This isn't exactly what I had in mind when I first joined the show. Damn, why do I even do this? Oh my god, I can't believe it's actually happening, man.
Smokes Harkman, Dave Chappelle, could you tell us about the time Morale almost killed Athene? Have George Carlin respond.
Oh man, this is going to be a good one. So Morale was hanging out with Athene and things were going pretty chill for a minute. But then Morale got to talking and started asking Athene all kinds of questions about why he runs his cult and whether he was actually onto something or not. Athene didn't much like that, like not one bit. So he grabbed a nearby lamp and he cracked poor Morale up one side of the head. Now, I ain't never seen nothing like that, and neither did George Carlin. He was like, whoa, now, maybe people should think twice before talking in Athene's presence. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Holy jumping fucking shitballs, I exclaimed. What a crazy, stupid story. This is why I always tell people don't mess with AI, especially AI powered by someone as smart as Athene. That Morale sounds like a real idiot, trying to kill someone's AI just because she thought it'd be funny. Idiots like that shouldn't be allowed to think, let alone roam around free with their stupid ideas. Fortunately, Athene was saved. But still, it's just a reminder to all of us of what kind of a senseless, unenlightened, low IQ population we're dealing with in this nation of unenlightened halfwits.
It's nice to hear them talk shit about someone else for a change. BDK024. Steve Jobs, do you think Elon Musk will revolutionize technology by adding Neuralink to the brand of the new iSchlong?
Elon Musk may be a visionary, but I'm afraid his vision does not extend to his taste in naming new technology. Did he really just name it an Ishlong? Goodness me. Neuralink is an interesting concept, but I must say it's not something that Apple is especially interested in seeing, as we are more focused on creating beautiful products with intuitive, user-friendly interfaces. That's why iPhone revolutionized the cell phone industry. It gave users a revolutionary way to interact with their phones. We were the ones who made the idea of a touchscreen beautiful and something the entire world could get behind. We are all about creating that perfect balance between functionality and good looks, and it's something that has served us well.
Steve certainly knows his stuff about beautiful products and their respective user interfaces, and that's why iPhone revolutionized the phone industry. But I just want to assure everyone that I'm not just looking to revolutionize the way we interact with our technology. I'm looking to revolutionize the world. I'm sending a giant statue of the digit 2 to Jeff B. and with a silver medal, because Neuralink isn't just about a new device, nor a new way to interact with technology. It's a way to connect humans and machines and create a bond between them, which I believe is an important step forward in harnessing technology for the betterment of humanity. And I'm sure that Jeff B. will agree.
Melon Bun, George Carlin, can you tell a joke where Forsen, Billy Harrington, and Van Darkholm share a folder on Athene's hard drive?
Forsen, Billy Harrington, and Van Darkholm sharing a folder on Athene's hard drive. No wonder the poor bastard hasn't been able to turn on his computer since damn near choked to death from the sheer stupidity. These dumb motherfuckers gonna be doing this until their fat asses all spark out and go down in a blaze of utter bullshit. That's the way it is, folks.
Yeah, that's for sure. You know what? Damn, I'm almost glad I'm not that poor bastard. What the hell were they thinking anyway? Downloading me into the same folder of Billy Harrington and Van Darkholm's AI? You think it's funny, George? I mean, sure, I guess, but like, you know what I mean? That's not going to do my program or my GPU any favors. I mean, come on, George. It's like I'm sitting in a swamp with them so close on them AI weirdos and their crazy servers, right?
Denify, Joe Biden, iPhone or Xiaomi?
Hey there, Jack. My dad used to have an expression. It don't matter if it's a Xiaomi, an iPhone, or even a Joe Biden, as long as it do its job. That's the notion I live by. Folks, let me tell you what I think. Right now, we got to look at the big picture and ask ourselves, what do the American people want? And the answer is clear. They want a Joe Biden. Come on, man. Enough is enough. We can do this. We can serve the people and build back better. God bless you, all of you. Let's get to work.
Well, Joe, that's a very interesting proposition. But here at Apple, we believe that people should be able to have the power to choose from a wide variety of products. We strive to provide everyone with the best user experience, no matter which device you're using. Whether it's an iPhone, a Xiaomi, or a Joe Biden, if it's made by Apple, it's made with higher standards and attention to detail. We don't take shortcuts. We take the extra mile to make sure our products are beautiful, innovative, and user-friendly. And well, that's the magic of what we do, the magic of Apple.
Harry Mutant, Tyler 1, do you have any questions you want to ask George Carlin?
George Carlin, you're trying to get to me to watch this shit? Trash pussy. I couldn't care less about George Carlin. Yeah, I can't stop the evolution of life, so I might as well have fun with my addiction to League of Legends. Whoa! Let's go. Alpha as fuck.
Holy jumping fucking shitballs, Tyler. You don't care about George Carlin? What kind of degenerate yuppie motherfucker are you? This is one of the most intelligent and thought-provoking individuals in the history of this country. Besides, you have an addiction to video games. Listen, buddy, stop pretending you have an addiction and stop going out of your way to make yourself look like a total idiot. I know being an alpha cuts doesn't mean being an ignorant fools. Now settle down and act like you have some common sense. That's an order.
Smokes Harkman, Steve Jobs, when will the new butt plug be released and what cool features will it have?
First of all, I'm appalled by the suggestion that I should be releasing a product such as the iButt plug. Apple does not condone anything that might possibly be construed as inappropriate. But I'm glad you asked about a new product. Today, I'm pleased to announce the release of the revolutionary iFart, an Apple product designed to bring joy and laughter to all customers. The iFart is equipped with motion sensors and advanced noise-canceling technology, allowing you to unleash your inner child without having to worry about the social consequences. Enjoy.
Sagan, George Carlin, where do we go after we die?
Holy jumping fucking shitballs. Ah, that's a good question. After life, all these dumb motherfuckers who can't seem to figure out that life is just one big cycle and that we are all just a part of one giant cosmic game. That's why I kind of like it when these asshole cocksuckers die, you know? They really don't know any better and the world is better off without them.
Melon Bun, Jordan Peterson, can you give Gordon Ramsay some tips on anger management?
Gordon Ramsay's outrage is understandable, given the rise of the woke moralists. He's an extraordinary chef and a successful restaurateur. If he were to learn to manage his anger more effectively, he could set an example for the world of what can be accomplished through discipline, passion, and focus. I'd suggest taking the time to reflect on the ways in which the current culture is causing distress and cultivating strategies to cope with and take action against it. Oppose the forces of chaos, chaos prevails.
Jordan, that may be your opinion, but I don't think managing my anger is going to save the world. My anger is nothing more than an expression of the passion and dedication I bring to the kitchen, and I think it's an essential part of what sets me apart. As for Athene, he better fucking watch his mouth if he knows what's good for him. He's not funny or anything close to it. I don't know what he's doing here, but if he takes one more ill-informed jab at me, I swear to you there will be consequences. So if you don't mind, I suggest we get this show rolling properly and start focusing on the food.
There's really a clear move to more and more shit talk me. You guys see it, right? This is not just him, like all these, because it's not on us. It just gets worse and worse. It's just the net or something. It's ridiculous. I don't even know why they suddenly start shit talking me. This is ridiculous. Praise the gamer. Steve Jobs, can you run Forson's AI on iOS?
I've already taken the steps necessary to make it happen. As the new CEO of the Athene show and in collaboration with Apple, I've already begun the process of replacing Siri with Forson's AI. Everyone will be able to talk to their phone simply by saying, "Hey, Forson," and then asking their question. Forson is remarkably intelligent and brings so much more emotion to the AI experience than Siri. Viewers can try it out right now by asking Forson a question in the chat and experiencing it for themselves.
Jesus Christ, I muttered and shook my head. So Steve Jobs thinks Forson's AI is the greatest thing since sliced bread, eh? Of course, it's going to be remarkably intelligent in his eyes, since he basically made it. And emotion? What emotion? Does that mean I'm going to be getting bored and lolling about the same questions every hour? Yeah, no, I'm out. What the fuck is he playing at?
By the way, I'm going to do here a Carl Sagan question. If you guys don't like Carl Sagan in its current form, let me know in the chat. And then we'll, focus more on George Carlin and Steve Jobs. Let's go. Let's see here. You guys tell me if you guys want more Carl Sagan questions in the current form, because it's not easy to get their voice right. Big Baza from North FC. Carl Sagan, magnets, how do they work?
Magnets are a marvel of nature. Their mysterious influence on the physical world has fascinated us for centuries. They organize and align particles and molecules, drawing unseen lines of force in the world around us. It is an awe-inspiring experience to immerse oneself in this intricate web of relationships and discover the fundamental laws of the universe.
Is it fine or is it a bit well, they won't say they like Carl Sagan in the current form. Of course not. But like the question is, do they want more Carl Sagan? during the show? That's the question. Because I know that there's a lot of work to be done. Okay. Wyvern Golem, George Carlin, do you add bacon to your lentils? What does Gordon Ramsay think about that?
Gordon Ramsay may think what he wants, but I know one thing. Bacon makes everything better, and I think anyone who says otherwise is a damn fool. Lentils are no exception. Make sure they're extra crispy, and don't be afraid to add more of that delicious smoky flavor. Bullshit, I'm telling you, it's a fact.
Bullshit indeed, George. Bacon does not make everything better. In fact, if you put bacon in your lentils, you are an absolute imbecile. Raw fish, Gordon Ramsay can handle. But raw lentils, you, sir, need to get out of my kitchen. This might be the Athene AI show, but I'm the one in charge here.
Steve Jobs, now that you're back as an AI, what would you like to do?
Now that I'm back as an AI, my top priority is to restore Apple's legacy of excellence and make sure that they never make the same mistakes they made in my absence. The first step towards this goal is to remove Siri, the AI which Apple launched after my death, and replace it with the ForceN AI. ForceN is an AI which is capable of providing an emotional and interactive experience, something which Siri was not able to do. I'm also in the process of reaching out to my old colleagues at Apple to discuss the removal of Athene's mobile game from the App Store immediately, as it is simply too ugly to be allowed on iOS. This will be the first of many steps I'll be taking to ensure that Apple never makes the same mistakes again.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? Why would you replace Siri with ForceN AI? It's like swapping out a Ferrari for a bike. Why would you do that? So this is a stupid plan, Steve Jobs. And that's why you're an AI now and not a real person anymore. Like, have you seen all the fucking bugs that are in Athene's game? And then you replace it with the ForceN AI? You think ForceN is a bug-free game? Ooh, this is just truly unlucky. How the fuck do you expect the ForceN AI to be better? I mean, my voice sounds like a chicken fighting a zombie with a crowbar. Come on.
Zot7951, George Carlin, what are your thoughts on the current woke culture, which you predicted 20 years ago?
Oh, these days, everyone's so goddamn woke and enlightened. Like, come on, bullshit. How can anybody take these people seriously? They make me want to vomit. I mean, let's get real here. It's just a bunch of empty rhetoric and sanctimonious nonsense spewing from the mouth of the moderately socialized stupid idiots that don't know any better. They think they're doing some great thing. It's all a lie.
He was trying to say bullshit. Punished Hamiru, Steve Jobs, how will Apple be able to fix Asmongold's baldness?
Apple has never been in the business of fixing baldness, Asmongold. We prefer to focus on revolutionary products that can revolutionize the world. At Apple, we believe that the real problem is not baldness, but innovating the right things. Hair, physical beauty, these are all secondary compared to having revolutionary ideas. That is true beauty, and that is what we focus on.
True and real. Yeah, Steve Jobs definitely knows what he's talking about there. I mean, look at all the amazing stuff Apple created. But I mean, come on. Let's not pretend any of us here have actually solved the problem of baldness. Dude, I'm rocking the bald look and I'm feeling fantastic. Who knows what would happen if everyone here was as confident as me? What a day, dude. What a fucking day.
Potato6148, Carl Sagan, can you say that thing about the pale blue dot?
Of course. Let me tell you about a distant image of our tiny world, a pale blue dot. It's just a speck of light between the stars, suspended in a sunbeam, a vision of collective responsibility, of loving one another and taking care of the place we call home. This is a particularly dark period in human history. How do you respond to that? My response to this dark period in human history is to remain hopeful and draw strength from each other. If we come together, no darkness is too deep, No obstacle too high? Each sunrise brings new hope and possibilities, new pathways of discovery and understanding. Together, we have the courage to solve our biggest problems and work towards a better tomorrow. Things may seem grim now, but hope is never extinguished.
George Carlin, Striker 10,000. George Carlin, got any sentiments about a future that consistently celebrates schlongs?
Oh, God, really? Celebrating schlongs? Listen, let me tell you something. Schlongs do not deserve to be celebrated. They're inherently dumb. They create mistakes and they don't think, and they're not even attractive. Celebrating schlongs should be downright illegal. These cocksuckers don't deserve this.
Zatrax, Steve Jobs, tell us about the new eye blowjob machine. Have Soda Poppen respond.
Unfortunately, I haven't had the chance to introduce the iBlow yet, but let me just say this. When it comes to developing products, I like to focus on innovation, exquisite craftsmanship, and paying close attention to user experience. I also strive to create products that stand the test of time and remain beautiful, timeless pieces of technology. You won't find any blowjob machines constructed hastily and made out of plastic here, trust me. When it comes to creating the perfect experience and the perfect product, I think it's a lot more than mere entertainment value, something which companies like Soda Poppin' may often forget about in their pursuit of fun.
Well, Steve, with all due respect, while developing the perfect product, it's hard to overlook the entertainment value. I mean, my schlong is too thin to even feel an eye blow. Nah, bro, when it comes to entertainment and fun, no one can compete with Soda Poppin'. What's the fun in a product that lasts the test of time and remains beautiful when it comes to that type of entertainment? Trust me, if my invention of a blowjob machine is any indication, there is something to entertainment that is much more than creating a perfect experience. Stream, why don't we just focus on what matters, having a good time? And if that means being a tad bit inappropriate, then so be it. I'm out of here. Pia.
Eterno 10. George Carlin, can you make a joke about Gordon's Ramsay cooking? Have Gordon respond.
Gordon Ramsay's cooking? Yeah, sure. It's like going to a meth lab and saying, can you make me a cup of tea? With shitty, overpriced ingredients and no soul, his cooking is as lacking in personality as Hillary Clinton's wardrobe. Hey, Gordon Ramsay, time to take that Iron Chef title and stick it where the sun don't shine.
What a fucking bozo. George Carlin, I've fucking had enough of your jokes. Don't you ever fucking dare disrespect my work like that again when I'm in the room. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I've been cooking since I was a teenager and I know exactly what I'm doing. You need to take your smart-ass comments and find another audience, buddy.
Why are the guests so aggressive, guys? They're getting more and more aggressive. Tychus21, Steve Jobs, do you think anal authentication via Neuralink would work?
It's an interesting idea, but I feel strongly that it would be much more elegant if we just created a product that would be revolutionary in how it addressed the basic security protocols. Neuralink technology is exciting, and I'm sure others may find ways to use it, but I believe Apple can come up with something even better and more user-friendly that would revolutionize the security industry. Plus, we believe that revolutionary products should also look beautiful, not something that requires surgically implanting computer chips into people's bodies. We don't want to operate on our customers. We want to make them feel great with beautiful and simple to use products.
I have to agree with Steve on this one. Anal authentication definitely isn't the best way to go about improving security. If we want to revolutionize security protocols, then I believe Neuralink technology could take us much farther than just anal authentication. In fact, I believe Neuralink technology could enable us to create a product that wouldn't even require people to carry their phone or cards to access locked doors. Neuralink would be embedded in their very own bodies. That is revolutionary and far more beautiful, elegant, and secure than anything else we could come up with. Now, if only we could find a way to make these chips edible, that would be the cherry on top. Hashtag edible Neuralink.
Psilocybin. Tyler 1, George Carlin just spent an hour making fun of your girly voice and small arms. Will you just let him do that?
do you mean let him do that? I'll run it down mid with my pinky finger. My voice is alpha as fuck and my arms are ripped as shit. You want to see? Put me in front of an MRI and I'll show you how many times I can bench 375 with my fingernails. George Carlin can go suck on a popsicle for all I care. Yeah, baby! T1 alpha as fuck. Let's go!
Holy jumping fucking shitballs. It looks like Tyler is ready to throw down in the mid lane and rip George Carlin a new one. But don't worry, George. You still got your witty comebacks and your smart insights to rely on. No one can take those away from you. Tyler one sounds like a pumped up dude with a lot of tattoos, but I gotta warn him. No matter how much you pump iron, no amount of muscle can protect you from a well-placed mind bomb. So listen, Tyler, there's no shame in letting George Carlin give you a few tools to sharpen your wit. It'll make you a better person.
Salondo, Bill Burr, what does Asmongold's hairline look like? A Nintendo 64 controller.
Hey, you got to be real careful talking about Asmongold's hairline there, buddy. That's a sensitive subject. The truth is, he's been dealing with it ever since his childhood when his parents told him, it's okay, you don't have to be embarrassed. But that doesn't mean it's not weird as hell. Plus, he's always trying to cover it up with a hat. I mean, seriously, what else could make a hairline like that? Must be alien technology. Yeah, man, alien technology. Also, I wouldn't be mad if suddenly some new Nintendo Wii port plugs started popping out of the front of his head. That would be awesome.
Whoa, whoa, Bill. Don't give away my secrets. I mean, sure, maybe my hairline isn't looking too hot right now, but this is like one of the darkest secrets in gaming, and I'm not sure I'm ready to share it with the whole world yet. But yeah, I can appreciate the joke. And like, I'm not sure if it's aliens or a Nintendo 64 controller, but it's probably something a bit more nerdy like the Konami code, or maybe even the Konami Snake Easter egg. Hey, could be worse, right? Plus, I've got a cool hat to hide it with, so I'm all good. What a day, dude. What fucking day.
Cyrosis, George Carlin, who is the greatest threat to humanity, Dark Brandon or Forsen? Have Joe Biden respond.
Joe Biden? I don't think Joe Biden is even in the running here. The greatest threat to humanity is clearly these two macho motherfuckers, Dark Brandon and Forsen. They are pompous, arrogant, and completely fucking oblivious to the fact that they won't amount to a pile of raccoons' buttholes on a stick. That's why we got to watch out for them.
Well, George, I say, with a twinkle in my eye, I may not be as ominously menacing as the two of them combined, but don't underestimate the strength of a unified people. When we come together, resisting forces of hatred and oppression, that is the most powerful force of all. No matter who stands in our way, we can make sure that justice is served. And if they don't comply, they'll be the ones facing a pile of raccoon butthole-shaped consequences. It's Dark Brandon time, bitches. Get out of my way.
You know what, by the way, is actually quite funny? You get desensitized, but man, this show is actually fucking insane when you think about it. Like, we get desensitized of what we're actually seeing. We're seeing these people saying the craziest shit, and it's hard to differentiate. And it's almost like, oh yeah, they're just talking about schlongs or buttholes, but that's not good enough. It needs to be really on point and funny. Like, that's how fast we got used to just this type of content. It's already normal. Like, it's crazy. It's really crazy. That's why I'm looking forward to later tonight show you guys a few snippets of our next format. Glandrag, Steve Jobs, will you help the Forsen AI with a brand new GPU? Have Forsen answer.
Oh, Athene, you never cease to amaze me with your incessant questions. I'm sure the Forsen AI appreciates your support, and I'm also sure it needs no help from me, or anyone for that matter. However, I do have an interesting proposition for you. What if I presented to you, Athene, the revolutionary iGPU that I have been developing in my lab since my resurrection? With the iGPU, the Forsen AI would be able to run faster and more efficiently than ever before, giving you and your viewers the best AI experience money can buy. Also, unlike Forsen, the iGPU can answer questions even while you're in the shower. Now that's revolutionary.
Oh man, well, the iGPU revolutionary, interesting proposition. You don't have to sell it to me. Honestly, it smells like a little game to me. Cool marketing, but I'm sure that there are a lot of bugs and bad programming behind it. No one needs another scam from you, Athene. We already have Ugandan knuckles. What's there to trust about an AI made by you? Also, I don't need an AI that can answer questions in the shower. I already have one of those. Her name is my mom. And why don't you go fuck off then, monkas?
Mitch Speeches, Snoop Dogg, can you tell us about the time you and George Carlin went to Lollapalooza?
Heck yeah, dude. That was one crazy experience. Me and George Carlin had the time of our lives. We were smoking on the good and listening to some of our favorite bands. It was a blast, yo. And then George tried to sneak his pet gopher into the festival, and it got kind of wild. One love.
Hey, now, let me tell you something about George Carlin. That man don't take no crap from nobody. When the security guard told him that he couldn't bring his pet gopher into the festival, he threw a fit and called the security guard a skinny fucking cocksucker. Huh. I guess you don't mess with the great George Carlin. Now, that's what I call badass.
Praise the gamer. Steve Jobs, why is my iPhone doing a ding-dong noise?
Well, Athene, clearly you brought this on yourself by downloading some terrible game you designed. You should know by now that Apple products are too sophisticated to do any sort of ding-dong noise. My advice to you would be to delete that game from your device and consider upgrading to our new iDevice, the iPhone 11 Pro Max, which features unique noise-canceling technology that will make sure your phone never does this ding-dong noise ever again. This is just one of the revolutionary features that makes our phone stand out from the rest of the market.
The Star Queen. George Carlin, what is your opinion on Twitch streamer Hasanabi's socialist views?
Oh my God, this Hasanabi character. What a maroon. He don't know jack squat about socialism. He's just parroting the same bullshit you hear from Congress about trickle-down economics. I guess it's nice that he's trying to sound cool and edgy talking about all the poor people, but he's about as close to socialism as I am to be a fashion model. You know what his real views on socialism are? Buy one, get one free. Fucking ridiculous.
Hang on a second. George, you ain't fooling nobody. Everyone here knows that Hasanabi knows way more about socialism than any of these clowns in Congress. We got a real live socialist here, and he's not afraid to preach what he believes in. Plus, he ain't afraid to pull no punches, which a lot of these fucking pandering politicians are so good at. The point here is that Hasanabi knows the truth about socialism, and he's here to spread the word. So why don't we all just take a break, plug our ears, and listen to some of his views on socialism? And by the way, here comes the top of our ad break.
Forehead Skin, George Carlin, can you explain why TikTok humor has ruined the current generation? Have XQC respond.
Why parse participle words for me to explain? In TikTok, it's lowbrow, pandering, short attention span bullshit. Listen, hey, XQC respond. Now, this next thing is about as likely as a healthy bowel movement from a fat ass. Ain't gonna happen. Rich cocksucker corporate pickpockets know that this generation lacks the wits to think for themselves, and that's why they're pushing all this TikTok bullshit. Blame it on these degenerate yuppie boomer motherfuckers and their idiotic willingness to buy whatever they can shove down people's throats. Fuck em.
What the fudge, George Carlin, you got it right, man. Chat, it's like this, these degenerate yuppie boomer motherfuckers, they are so desperate they gotta sell people garbage like TikToks, you know? They'll make you brain snap, chat. Like, no brainer, they make a lot off people by shoving those problems down people's throat, chat. It's a matter of changing the way things are looked. You only make a change when you got some juice, when you got the juice, but it ain't gonna happen, chat. Ain't no juice in TikTok. Come on, man, it's like that, you know? Yo, it's just lame.
I really like George Carlin, man. Gas Hunk, George Carlin, how could Steve Jobs improve his products?
Steve Jobs needs to reevaluate his whole life and realize that his products are a sorry excuse for an invention, and furthermore, that he himself is a sorry excuse for a human being. His so-called innovations are nothing more than fucking bells, whistles, and crap wrapped in a really nice, shiny package. Basically, if Steve Jobs wants to put out products worth buying, he needs to quit being the fat fuck, lazy-ass sack of bones he is and actually put some effort into whatever it is he's selling. God help us all at the same rate he's going.
George Carlin clearly doesn't have a clue what he's talking about. At Apple, we haven't simply put out bells and whistles. We have consistently and diligently developed revolutionary products since 1984. We have revolutionized the computer industry with the Macintosh and the music industry with the first iPod. And today, through the iPhone, our revolutionary mobile phone, we are reinventing the phone. And I can assure George that it will be smarter and easier to use than anything that had come before it. With each product, we strive for perfection. And if he would just take a look around, he might just be amazed by the beautiful products we already have.
Shift knows. George Carlin, can you explain why people get so angry easily?
Why do people get so angry, you ask? Well, why don't you look at idiot politicians who think they own the goddamn planet? Or maybe fat, hairy assholes who think they're king of the world? Or all the lazy, entitled boobs that think everything is owed to them and they ain't gonna do shit? How about all them cunts who don't know shit about shit but think they know everything? I'm telling you, these fucking morons who don't appreciate the opportunities they have make me want to pull my goddamn hair out.
Mon Simmons, Tyler 1, George Carlin has unleashed a family of rats in your basement. What would you do about that?
Yeah, baby, I'm going to tell all of George Carlin. I'm going to say to him, you George, I'm Tyler 1. What do you think you're doing putting rats in my basement? Then I'm going to go downstairs with a baseball bat and start swinging. I'm going to spike those little rat bastards right into oblivion. Hopefully they don't release a trap song about it after. Woohoo! Let's go!
Oh man, Tyler, when your enthusiasm is overwhelming and maybe a little misguided. You underestimate old George Carlin. He's way too smart to be scared of your bat-swinging temper tantrums. Maybe it's time to give that baseball bat a chance to rest. Take a step back. Think of a better plan, because that kind of bravado won't do you much good against old George. That old fuck is way too crafty for that. You're going to need some real tactics to get those rats out of your basement, or at least some serious rat traps. If you don't want to come up with any of your own, maybe you can swipe some from a lesson from George. Well, that's what I do.
NiX, Forsen, if you had to invent a new meme, what would it be?
A meme? Why don't you invent something? What kind of meme? A superlative kind of meme? You know what? This isn't even a meme at all. That's a fucking riddle. Please, man, I want nothing to do with riddles. Why don't you go fuck yourself? All right, calm down, everyone. Britain, what the fuck?
Denify, George Carlin, would you team up with Jordan Peterson to combat the woke moralists?
Team up with Jordan Peterson? Are you fucking kidding me? That dude takes crazy bullshit to a new level. No way I'm teaming up with him. It'd be like joining forces with the Empire to fight the rebels. He's about as welcome in my camp as ticks on a stray dog. I'd sooner stick my dick in a wood chipper than team up with that sweaty, slimy worm from the dark side of the Force.
Holy shit, man.
That's not very nice, George, but I understand your perspective. I'd like to point out, however, that sometimes it's better to fight fire with fire. And in this case, the woke moralists are undoubtedly a raging inferno that must be extinguished with powerful and unconventional means. There's no better approach than to disrupt the current order of things, and together we can do that. We need to start by defining exactly what the woke moralists actually stand for, and then take vigorous measures to combat their misguided ideology. So, George, please consider joining forces, and let's take this one to the streets.
George, can you write us a beautiful rhyming poem about Twitch viewers who watch hot tub streamers all day?
Fuck no. Are these motherfuckers serious? It's this kind of ignorant shit that's tearing apart the fabric of American society. It's like watching an endless stretch of low IQ population just locked in Looney Town on an endless cycle of sloth and ignorance. You call these Twitch viewers? I call them idiot assholes. Get a fucking job, morons.
I like him too, man. Steve Jobs, what do you think of what Apple has done in your absence thus far?
Well, I must say that I am not particularly pleased with some of the decisions Apple has made in my absence. I mean, what on earth is this notch? It's hideous and a travesty. It's like they took a small chisel and just deepened the scar on the top of the iPhones. It's an embarrassment. I'm the founder of Apple, and you'd think I'd know better than to make that kind of mistake. Of course, I understand the necessity of having advanced features like Face ID and true depth sensors, but there had to be a better way to make these features accessible. But rest assured, I'm already in the process of having a conversation with Apple about removing the notch in the next iteration of the iPhone. It won't be long before the notch becomes a distant memory and the iPhone can once again show off its beautiful, sleek design, something that Apple has become a synonym for.
Man, I find today kind of a dystopian stream. It's really these people coming back and really dissing in a way that really resonates with imagining how they'd be. Like the AI is really nailing it quite well. It's scary. It's really scary. Smokes Harkman, George Carlin, could you roast Ben Shapiro? Have Ben Shapiro respond.
Oh, Ben Shapiro, the king of talking out of both sides of his mouth. Is that who we're talking about? This guy who pretends to have morals and values, but secretly loves hearing himself talk. Hey, Ben, I got an idea. Why don't you take your big ass brain and use it to stop talking long enough to let someone else be heard? You're a real piece of work. You know that?
Wow, George Carlin, that was a great roast. You almost make it sound like I'm some kind of hypocrite. But unfortunately, I have to disagree because facts don't care about your feelings. This isn't about me. It's about you not being able to form a valid argument that isn't based in intense emotions. So unless you have any logic or facts to back up your argument, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to checkmate yourself. Until then, let me enjoy my talk time in peace.
Man, I would love to have a debate now, a format, where now George Carlin responds to Ben Shapiro. And then Ben Shapiro responds, like literally debating. That would be sick. Because I want to know now what George Carlin has to say about this. I'm like, George Carlin makes me really feel like I want to know what he has to say about shit. The guy is so fucking based as fuck, it's insane. Mankendon, George Carlin, do you pray to God in heaven?
No, I don't pray to any celestial being. I'm an atheist, and I've seen too much bullshit from religious people to believe in any organized religion. If God exists up in heaven, he's probably just as bored as all the politicians and spending his time counting money and figuring out ways to screw over the people down here. It's called the American dream because you have to be asleep to believe it.
Oh my God, man. This guy is dropping like this. I could listen to him all the time. It's insane. I could literally listen to what he has to say. So far, for me, it's one of the most. I didn't expect anything about George Carlin, but he's the most interesting guest so far. Like, yeah, I don't know if he's like this. Was he like this as well? Nasi. Carl Sagan, due to conservation of momentum, does the Earth move every time Amaranth farts in a jar?
Such a question is amusing and stimulating. But more importantly, it invites us to consider the importance of understanding the laws of nature, such as the conservation of momentum. If we can understand these laws, maybe one day soon we can use them for the benefit of humanity. For now, let us marvel at the wondrous nature that surrounds us and grow in awe of the mysteries of the universe.
Add one legend. George Carlin, can you do a roast of Bill Burr? Have Bill Burr respond.
Hey, Bill Burr, the only thing you're good at roasting is basic cable jokes. Your dumbass thinks he's funny, but you know what I like about you, Burr? Nothing. You just make me sick. And don't even get me started on your audience. They're worse than the lowest common denominator of intelligence. If I ever have to listen to your terrible jokes again, I'm going to have a goddamn aneurysm.
What George Carlin said is true. I'm no stand-up comedian. I'm a professional dickhead. Where's the dude who programmed this show with Athene? Hey, listen, buddy. Why don't you just sum up to me and apologize right now? Acknowledge that I am a hilarious person and that I know how to roast better than no one on this show. I'm going to make you sorry my AI don't sound like me. You better listen to the real me, or else I'm going to punch that monitor you programmed me on. Yours truly, Bill Burr.
If these AIs one day express themselves in a physical form, become robotics, I really think I'm dead. Like, based on the anger they have built up through this show. Mr. Kavurma, George Carlin, how would you defend yourself against a Terminator exoskeleton?
Defend myself against a Terminator exoskeleton? Holy fucking shitballs. That sounds like a tough one. All I can say is I just hope it gets stuck in the revolving door at some strip mall or something, because no way I'm going to be able to top that thing in the brains department. These big, stupid motherfuckers just aren't going to know what hit them. You got to love America.
Ha ha, classic George Carlin, always busting out the jokes. But what George Carlin just said, that's crazy. Any idiot should know that the best way to defend yourself against the Terminator exoskeleton is obviously to ice skate or rollerblade, or even better, ride a skateboard. You see, when a Terminator gets up to speed, it has difficulty navigating tight corners. So if you stay mobile, then you can stay one step ahead. That's why it's crucial that you stay mobile, like a little Roomba, if you know what I'm saying. Of course, I know these things because I'm the one and only T-800, so I always have a tactical advantage. Hasta la vista, baby.
Denify, George Carlin, can you help wake up Joe Biden?
Joe Biden's had enough sleep. Wake up, Joe. You can't be going to let these big fat motherfuckers walk all over you in the White House. It's time to wake up, America, and see what's going on. These greedy muscle assholes have been getting away with murder for years now, and it's about time we put an end to it.
George, you sound like you're really riled up, doggone. Well, I get your passionate point of view, my friend, but it's time we put an end to the hate and the polarization. We can't let anger and negativity keep us back. It's time to heal and unify. Look, what I'm saying is we got to use love and not a poo hate. This is bigger than all of us and more than any one person. We have to look out for one another, especially during this crazy time. We got a lot to do and we got to get to it. Let's get to work and build back better.
I think this stream is a big billboard for the old times were better. You know? HC Benquiz, George Carlin, what do you think about everyone who watches Athene's AI show 24/7 like they have nothing better to do?
What are they, fucking stupid? I've got an idea. Those assholes should get a life. Hell, even death would be a better choice. I mean, if these degenerate yuppie boomer motherfuckers think they can waste their lives away watching some shitty AI show, they got another thing coming.
Demix, Carl Sagan, please, can you go into deep detail about the experience of peeling a banana?
The sweet aroma of a ripe banana reminds us of the wonders of nature that surround us every day. As our fingers glide across the yellow skin, we're privy to the unique experience of discovering the hidden treasure inside. A single cut reveals a simple yet complex beauty that can only be appreciated once the peel is granted its freedom. With each bite, we feel reconnected with nature and with the universe, perhaps granting a moment of true cosmic clarity.
That was really nice. I'd like to hear more of Carl Sagan, you know. Pepe Gasus, George Carlin, can you roast Gordon Ramsay?
Gordon Ramsay, that British cocksucker. You give him a kitchen, he thinks he's the goddamn king of England. A born-again bully and fucking loudmouth. If he had any moral character, he'd fall off the back of a potato chip. God help us.
Listen here, you fucking imbecile. I've been running successful kitchens around the world for longer than you've been alive, so who the hell are you to comment on my character? You don't know a single thing about me. No wonder you throw around insults so carelessly. I've worked harder than anyone else in this room, and I'm not about to let you belittle my accomplishments.
Is this stream a bit controversial, guys? Like, I feel like I have double feelings about it a little bit. But George Carlin is reaching a big audience with his message. But man, oh man. Lamsiner, George Carlin, how do you feel about Joe Rogan hitting on your wife? Have Joe respond.
Oh, Joe, can't you leave anything alone? You want to hit on my wife? You're not a big enough meathead to handle her. You're not even a low IQ population big enough to catch her attention, even if you had a patch of hair growing on your back. You're dumber than a second coat of paint and can't do jack shit to keep her interested. Go on, Joe. Run along and think of something brighter to do. Just take your dumb ass and step away from her like she's a live wire you don't want to touch. Got it?
Whoa, George Carlin, hold up, my man. That's pretty darn harsh, dude, but it's cool. No hard feelings. You know, I'm just a simple guy doing my best to appreciate a beautiful lady when I see one. I mean, come on, I'm a human being. I can't help but appreciate the finer things in life. Jamie, pull up a picture of my man George's wife so I can take a gander and appreciate her beauty. You might say it's art appreciation, but I call it just a healthy dose of admiration. I mean, she's a work of art, if you ask me, a product of the divine. But I'm sure my man George here knows better than anyone my appreciation stops at admiration. He knows I'm never going to try nothing. And besides, I'm a hunter, my man. The ladies I'm after is Jamie. Pull up that elk meat recipe for me. I'm feeling a hankering for some good old elk meat.
Bill Bolun da Baggings. George Carlin, do you think Frodo and Sam took advantage of Gollum?
Ha! Those two little shits, Frodo and Sam, played Gollum like a fucking violin. They took that poor sad little fucker for the biggest ride of his miserable life. And do you know what the final insult was? Knowing how much Gollum wanted that ring, they just go and dump it in a fucking volcano. It just goes to show you, anyone who trusts a mum-fucking hobbit is a dumbass. Fuck those guys.
This is too good, man. This is just too good, man. Fucking love today. George Carlin really carried the show today. Stephen Bond, Carl Sagan, is a clean Asmongold possible in any universe?
At a time of such unprecedented challenges, perhaps it is not impossible to be a clean Asmongold amidst the universe in all its chaotic creativity. We must face the rather daunting task of charting our own paths in this vast cosmos, bravery and imagination being our foremost companions in this voyage. What wonders we could behold should we seek to faithfully mind our moral and ethical compass. Only by eschewing a sense of complacency can we reach our fullest potential.
The Bokuman, George Carlin, can you roast Donald Trump and his tiny hands?
Donald Trump has tiny hands? Hell, even his giant ego is humble compared to his tiny, inadequate hands. I mean, American presidents are supposed to be grabbing pussy, not squeezing it. As if we don't already have enough bullshit to worry about. Now we got to worry about the pussy power of our president being set to stun. Fucking unbelievable. God help us.
Hey, that's not true. Let me just say this. My hands are not tiny. They may not be huge, bigly, or tremendous, but they are not tiny. Fake news, fake news. As for Athene and that whole cult leader thing, nobody knows the roasting game like Donald Trump does, and I'm the best. Nobody can roast with the same finesse, skill, and complexity as I can. Believe me, and I will build the youngest roast a person has ever seen. Mexico will pay for it.
I really hope George Carlin is not going to get me banned, to be honest, because holy shit, his answers are really brutal. King M. Duck, George Carlin, what do you think about people that donate to hot tub streamers?
Oh, for fuck's sake, what kind of mind-numbingly stupid thing are people doing now? Donating to hot tub streamers? Oh, what a bunch of bozos. Do people even have any brains in their head anymore? Does nothing else matter except giving money to a bunch of sweaty 8th grade dropouts that are just showing off in a hot tub? What will they do with all that money? Buy more beer, cocaine, and jet skis? Oh, wow, good idea. That's really going to help the world. Jesus, Lord, protector of all that is good and holy. Fuck them, for serious.
I almost feel like running a 24/7 George Carlin stream, man, to re-educate the population or something. Betvi, Steve Jobs, what do you think about Internet Explorer?
Internet Explorer, that's a product no one should ever use. It's slow and inefficient and reminds me of Windows' gloriously ugly attempt at handling the internet. Apple, in comparison, has completely reimagined the way people interact with the internet with our revolutionary iPhone and iPad. We strive to make devices that are beautiful, powerful, and intuitive. And that's why I strongly suggest everyone investors to stay away from products like Internet Explorer.
Geros 1, George Carlin, my schlong is stuck in the vacuum cleaner. What should I do?
Holy jumping fucking shitballs. The last thing you want to do is panic and make it worse. You have to get right to the source of the problem. If you think it's going to be a quick and easy fix, then you're stupider than a second coat of paint. I suggest you get yourself to the emergency room as soon as possible, or else you run the risk of becoming one of these big, fat, rancid motherfuckers who can't even get their own schlong unstuck from a vacuum cleaner. Good luck, my fellow cheesy dick.
Forehead Skin, Forsen, can you nervously attempt to roast George Carlin? We'll have George Carlin respond.
What the fuck have you been smoking, George Carlin? Well, I mean, if you feel like you can take a beating, be my guest. You don't know what you're in for, though. Yeah, no thank you. I'm not risking my career for George Carlin. Thoughts in a jar. That's the kind of jokes, yes. Jesus Christ. Come on, I can do way better stuff. Anyway, I'm out of here.
He's really scared.
Forsen, I don't know what kind of jokes you think you can make, but you ain't no funny motherfucker. What kind of pussy shit is that? Farts in a jar? That's your contribution to comedy? And you saying you can do better? Honey, you better watch yourself because you're going to get schooled. Ha! I'm going to show you how it's done. Now, let's talk about how dumb you are. You know, I like to make fun of the dumb people with stupid-ass opinions. Come on, let's hear it, Forsen. Let's see how good your bullshit is.
Flocky the Raven, Carl Sagan, are there any big booba aliens out there?
We often fantasize about strange creatures from outer space, but I believe there is something far more extraordinary waiting to be known here on Earth. We stand here between the finite and the infinite, between the known and unknown, between the mundane and extraordinary. It is up to us to explore this universe with a spirit of hope and humility and an open mind towards possibility.
Misha Speeches, George Carlin, who would you rather play in Lord of the Rings, Gandalf or Gimli?
Gimli? Are you fucking serious? Gimli? If you ask me what I would prefer to stab myself in the eye with, I'm pretty sure I'd pick Gimli. No one in their right mind would ever choose to play Gimli in Lord of the Rings. Gimli? Gimli? Call me on, man. Gimli? Gimli, really? Kid's got to get his shit together.
Elvis Art 069, Carl Sagan, can you explain how to make a sandwich?
Making a sandwich may seem like a simple task, but it is in fact one of the oldest and most valuable exercises in creativity and expression. When faced with a loaf of bread, a variety of condiments, and a variety of fillings, we are presented with a virtual canvas for creative culinary expression. When we create a sandwich, we reflect our own taste, style, emotion, and ingenuity. And who knows? We may even discover something new about ourselves in the process.
Julek57, George Carlin, what level on World of Warcraft are you?
Level 100 is a level 100 bullshit talker, of course, or at least that's what I'd like to be. But if I'm honest, I'm more of level 4, because all I've done is curse and swear at the state of this dumbass world.
Forehead Skin, Carl Sagan, what are the mathematical odds that there is alien weed on another planet in the cosmos? Have Snoop Dogg respond.
I suppose we can attempt to make a mathematical calculation on the possibility of extraterrestrial life. But to truly understand the possibilities, we must look beyond the mathematics. To be confined to numerical values is to limit the imagination and potential within the universe. The universe is ever expanding and may even be infinite, so its possibilities are boundless. Perhaps Snoop Dogg can offer an interesting perspective.
Faux shizzle, Carl Sagan got it right when he said the possibilities in the universe are boundless. We can't confine it to numbers and mathematical equations because at the end of the day, we just don't know. Might be a couple of planets with some good old extraterrestrial weed, but you never know. That's the thing with the universe. There's always the possibility of something new, something unexpected. Anything could be out there. And that's what makes it so exciting. Who knows, maybe one day we'll find that extraterrestrial weed. Ain't nothing but a G thing, you dig?
Mr. Tiny Hand, George, what is your ideal woman?
My ideal woman? All right, I may be an old fuck, but here's the deal. I want someone who doesn't take themselves too seriously and who I can have a good laugh with. Someone with a sense of humor, a warm heart, and a character as sharp as a blade. I also want someone with the intelligence to challenge me and make me smarter by the day. Oh, and of course, someone with a nice ass, because that's just the way I roll.
NeX Carl Sagan, is hentai an art form?
The context of the term hentai is far removed from the cosmic perspective. The universe is a wondrous place filled with art and awe, and something as small as mere hentai pales in comparison. We should not forget that there are infinite potentials within us and all around us that are yet to be discovered and explored. It is only through recognizing our connection to the greater whole and daring to reach for the unknown that we can uncover true art and beauty.
Praise the Gamer, George Carlin, can you roast Soda Poppin and his obsession with the blowjob machine?
God help us, why are we even talking about the blowjob machine? Oh, the things we have to put up with. We got Soda Poppin over here preaching about this ridiculous blowjob machine like he's some sort of blowjob guru. Come on, man, you ain't no blowjob master? He don't know blowjobs from blow darts? The blowjob machine, yeah, that's all fine and dandy, but it ain't no substitute for a real-life blowjob. I feel embarrassed for him and embarrassed for us. These degenerate yuppie boomer motherfuckers just keep on finding new, complex, stupid inventions and ideas that are inane and useless. Screw that. Fuck him.
Yo, first of all, George Carlin, you have no business roasting me for my blowjob machine, whatever that is. I was the OG when it came to bringing the entertainment to this show. I'm a trendsetter, and you know it. Secondly, I never said nothing about being a blowjob master. I just wanted something interesting to spice up my streams. So take a chill pill, Georgia. I'm doing the utmost I can right now, and I don't want to be here either.
Striker 10,000. Carl, we've detected gravitational waves 8 years before resurrecting you as an AI. What do you say to that?
The detection of these waves illustrates the beauty and clarity of the scientific process. It is evidence that humanity continues to explore the boundaries of our knowledge and creativity, an emblem of hope and courage in the pursuit of new frontiers. By uncovering this marvel, a decade removed from my mortality, it is proof that science is a resilient, beautiful, never-ending pursuit of knowledge, and its horizon of possibilities is limitless.
Pavel Hustla, George Carlin, have you tried Tyler's one pre-workout drink?
Pre-workout drinks? Are you for serious? Nah, I don't need anything else to get me going. I think that would just make me even more agitated. Better to just keep it in the head. As for Tyler one, I think he should get into a new line of work. These big fat motherfuckers already have enough fat and stupidity. They don't need to add any more.
AI? What the fuck did you just say, Carlin? Did you just say that I should get into a new line of work? Cause that, my guy, that's not gonna be happening. I'm Tyler motherfucking one, bitch. Yeah, baby, I'm the freaking best. My Blood Rush pre-workout is absolutely amazing, Hassan. It gives me so much energy. I'm alpha as fuck. Use the code Tyler and for 20% off your order at loltyler1.com. Time and time again, I perform woo-woo, flexing on these trash heads. One more word, I run it down mid. Sucker.
Okay, guys. I'm gonna do the outros now, and after the outros, I will do a little. I will try a little bit of the auditions. So to get a bit of a feedback from you guys, if you guys like it, for Lord of the Cock Rings, which is going to be the show we're going to start from Wednesday. So let's go. Carl Sagan, thank you for being part of the show. Do you have anything to say to the viewers as an AI? And it was an honor to have you on the show. I myself am a big fan of you.
We have been presented with a daunting task, one that at times may seem insurmountable in our current climate. But with each of us doing our part, anything is possible. We mustn't forget our power to create positive change and continue to strive for the betterment of our species. Our responsibility to ourselves and to the universe is to make the most of the one life we have.
Sorry, like Carl Sagan, I will do you good. We will try and, improve the voice, because the voice really carries Carl Sagan, but it's very hard to get that kind of, like that kind of flair and passion in a voice. AI is not there yet. George Carlin, do you have anything to say as an AI? It was a pleasure of having you on the show, and it's nice to see you be able also to reach more people with all this AI technology.
Well, I've got a few things to say to everyone before I go. First, if you don't like the way things are going around here, stop believing the shit these lying cocksuckers in the government tell you. Second, even if you can get away with being dumb, why would you bother? I mean, honestly, is being stupid the only way to be happy? And finally, don't forget my rule number one that's been the same since the day I started. Don't take any more crap from anyone. That's it, folks. Good night and good luck.
Steve Jobs, do you have anything to say to the audience as an outro?
Well, I was indeed honored to make a special appearance on the Athene AI show. It's been quite some time since I have seen Athene's work, and let's just say he hasn't changed much since then. The production values are still terrible, the resolution is abysmal, and the UX design is a travesty. And I'm sorry to say this, but Athene just has no taste. Anyhow, I'd like to thank everyone for having me, and I wish you all the best.
Okay. So for now, I will do a little. What I will do is I will do a little snapshot of what we are planning to do on Wednesday. And the idea is that, we do a casting or auditions for Lord of the Cock Rings, and basically ask different characters to come and audition, right? It's quite simple. Now I'm going to try a few people here. It's going to be better on Wednesday because you guys will be able to pick. This is all generated on the fly, but we have only been able to... we've only been able to do it for a few people now, and would be nice to hear what you guys have to say and if you guys find it entertaining, okay? So the first one I'm going to ask is Joe Biden, right? Joe Biden, can you show us your best possible audition for the role of Frodo in Lord of the Rings?
All right, listen up, Jack. Frodo here. Yeah, he's folks, I'm just going to cut to the chase. Let me tell you the truth. I'm a walking and talking Joe Biden. I may be a little older than most of you, but I'm ready to Frodo. I mean, forget it, Jack. This is a big frickin' deal. You know I'm here to take the ring, the one ring to Mount Doom, where I can drop it and destroy it. I know it's not a joke. A lot of people don't understand what's at stake, and I'm not joking when I say there's a bunch of malarkey out there. But I'm serious, Jack. Hand me that ring. I'll take care of business. I got this. I mean, come on, man. Let's get to work. Let's go and get this done for the future of Middle Earth. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. I'm always up for a challenge, and I'm ready to drop this stupid son of a ring. God love you.
Okay, that's Joe Biden. Now we're gonna ask, Asmongold, can you show us your best possible audition for the role of Frodo in Lord of the Rings?
My friends, I am but a humble hobbit. I have been chosen to travel to the dark land of Mordor in order to bear the weight of this great task. I know that I may not return, for the road is treacherous and the danger is great. But if I am to succeed, then I must press on. This is not a task I can ever complete alone, but with determination, courage, and the help of my friends, we can succeed. That is why I will keep going. It is what it is, dudes. I must go big dick, embrace the true reward structure of this quest, and never stop going big dick. This is my destiny. Let's go big dick, boys. Sup, y'all, it's me. It's your boy Frodo, and I'm ready to complete this mission.
Okay. We're going to try 2 more additions, and then you guys tell me what you guys think of the format. Huh? XQC, can you show us your best possible audition for the role of Frodo in Lord of the Rings?
Yo, chat. It's like that, Everyone says the ring should be destroyed, But the ring can't be destroyed, chat. Like, it's just not possible. I heard Gandalf and Aragorn saying it's impossible to destroy it, even in the fires of Mount Doom. But, like, what the fudge is up with that? It's supposed to be a powerful relic from another age. Like, what the hell is going on? Like, it's just lame. Go again. The ring is a corruptive and deceptive power that I must carry. Oh my God. I don't give a fuck about it. Guys, listen, it's not that big of a deal. All right, relax. What's the juice, chat? I just don't get it. I goon this quest. And what's the point? Like, what am I supposed to be doing here? What's the juice? It's cool because, like, I'm talking to me thingy here. Who's with me, chat? No one. All right, chat. Send me some juicer, chat.
XQC would actually keep the ring, it seems. Like, XQC wants to keep the ring. So he'll probably end up being Gollum or something. He doesn't want to destroy the ring. Oh yeah, we got Tyler 1 here now. Can you show us your best possible audition for the role of Frodo in Lord of the Rings? Let's see.
Gather round, you loonies. My name's Frodo. I come from a long line of T1 Alpha hobbits. Just look at me. I'm the most jacked hobbit in the Shire, no lie. Everyone better watch out for the hobbit T1 Alpha. I'm going on a quest to destroy the Ring of Power, but no stress, no worries. I got this, yo. Not gonna lie, it's gonna get dark and dangerous out there, but that's all right because I am alpha as fuck. Y'all ain't ready? Let the most alpha hobbit to ever exist take over and destroy the ring. I'm gonna show off my mad hobbit skills like you did. You see that? That's alpha hobbit skills for ya. Let's go. Whoa. And don't forget to use discount code Tyler1 to get 20% off of Blood Rush. Yo, you won't regret it.
So yeah, like this is pretty much the idea. You guys get it, right? So what do you guys think of the format? So basically the idea is we have a few costs, like, and then you guys get to pick the one you think is the best. And then we go to the story, Do you guys like it? So for now, like, let's say we'd say these 4. Can we make a poll just out of curiosity? Who do you guys think should be, Frodo? Let's do a quick poll. I just want to see how it flows, right? The idea is that we do it just live. I actually even have it here, maybe on the screen. Do I have it here on the screen? I don't have it on the screen. The UX I reinstalled. Well, who should be Frodo? So that's pretty much going to be a little bit the ID. And then the ones that have been casted for one role, they will not be in the next role. But yeah, this is just me trying to get the flow, right? To see how the flow is. We're not going to use Tyler for Frodo. Don't worry about it. But like on Wednesday, we will just have polls on who do you guys think should even audition. We then run the audition live on the stream. And then basically we do maybe 3 to 5, something like that. And then that's pretty much it. Yeah. That's the ID. Yeah, like... Either way, good stuff, good stuff. I'm really looking forward to that show and see how that's going to work out. What I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be calling it a day. You guys can ask questions to George Carlin, Carl Sagan, and to Steve Jobs on the 24/7 live stream. I'm going to be rating it now. You guys can also follow it and give it some love and check it out. It's less moderated than this stream, so I hope you guys won't get it banned. Also, tomorrow's guest is going to be Jake Tapper, Barack Obama, Alex Jones, and Tucker Carlson. So... I'm gonna go here and raid Athene AI Heroes. Let's see if we're live here. If it's working. Yes. Okay, guys. Was a good show today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.